Hello, welcome to Afro News South Africa. Please kindly subscribe and share. Turn the notification on so you would be notified each time we upload a new video. The saddest element is that each day Cyril wakes up and sees the growing crime rate, the growing unemployment rate, load shedding, and the general fall apart of the ANC, and he still desires to run for president again. No one, there is not an advanced institution. Regardless of who wins in 2024, we ought to make certain that the ANC isn't always in power. Exactly none. Despite his many flaws, he's presently ANC's simplest closing member. Who in South Africa has a higher proper to vote than those who make up the majority? Unless you manipulate to put off him and ANC, you may be the only casting a vote in 2024. At the time of his election, he had a few strong plans on paper. Their policies are obligatory at some point of ANC territory. One have to pick out for the DA instead. If you study tough information approximately how properly nearby governments are doing their jobs, DA comes out on top. Even if we discovered their look repulsive, why have to we care? To place it simply, I require efficiency. If you had been being sincere approximately your analysis, you would not ought to fear approximately him losing. However, what is maintaining you up at night time is the truth that everybody is aware of, that digital vibes is responsible for all of the difficulties. All of those troubles can be traced again to the ANC. It makes no distinction who's in charge. The goal is to thieve as a lot as feasible earlier than being replaced. The RAT institution would really like a do-over. The trillions stolen with the aid of using corrupt officers in nation seas had been now no longer almost enough. They're hungry for extra. What occurred to Zuma occurred to him, too. The comparable cloth connects them. To what end, then, do those retirees behave this way? Cyril has entire safety from such elements. Even even though he's privy to the numbers, they do now no longer replicate his experience. He claims to have the one's matters beneath neat control. Maybe you recognize extra approximately Cyril's function than I do, however I'm now no longer positive if he is in company or an enforcer. If this country has a minister of law and order, who's he or she? The labor minister, too? When you woke up, you misplaced the potential to accuse South Africa's president. Please ask your dad and mom to instill in you the price of respect. The truth that white humans ousted Zuma is the worst element. The white humans have to now no longer rule anymore. White girl toy maker. Then the black network jumped at the bandwagon. It's feasible that if whites determine Cyril ought to leave, blacks will comply. There isn't in it any application in us, for we're feeble and ineffectual. You're giving whites plenty extra credit score than they deserve. It's time to stand facts, which might also additionally contain admitting that clever humans could have special evaluations irrespective of their pigmentation. However, the Electronic Frontier Foundation, EFF, turned into the unique instigators of this entire mess. The country is in disarray after Zuma's ouster, and the brand new management lacks Ramaphosa's vitality. I trust that man's feel of invulnerability stems from the truth that he's beneath first-rate security. He would not provide a hoot approximately any of the belongings you listed. In truth, he sees us all as not anything extra than portions of the chessboard he and his friends use to play their game. That should not surprise you. He is pleasing his function with inside the authorities admirably. Consequently, he would not see any problem in looking for re-election. He's now no longer perfect, however he is additionally now no longer any higher than the presidents who got here earlier than him. Exactly what I turned into thinking. That's it appears that evidently apparent to anyone with eyes. But few can see the roots of the troubles he had to triumph over to attempt to repair the country. South Africa is a vast Ramaphosa that has loads of resources. Paralyzing it to the factor that nation-owned organizations prevent serving the country altogether is a recipe for disaster. But the